It's crazy what you can do with AI. I'm reading a poem by ChatGPT, hoping to win this girl's affection. So let this cheesy verse convey the love I hold for Fernanda, my darling, more precious than gold. And that's me right there, doing an indoor skydive from what feels like jumping from 36,000 feet. What the fuck? Oh my god, that was so good. Well, that's because for the next 72 hours, I'm gonna be doing whatever ChatGPT asks me to do. I think it's fair to say we've been taken over by AI in some way in everything we do. So I might as well let the most advanced of them take charge of my life and see where it leads me in my quest for happiness. Okay, Miss ChatGPT, I'm going to bed now at 1 a.m. What's the best time you'd recommend for me to wake up tomorrow morning so I can be filled with a lot of energy?
To wake up feeling refreshed and energized, it's generally recommended to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep.
What is happiness? I felt like a man in a wasteland, having to navigate his way through, especially since I had to leave everything behind in Ukraine to start a new life. Maybe this whole experience with an AI will help rekindle some lost passion. Hey, good morning, Miss ChatGPT. I've woken up at 8 a.m. like you suggested, so what do I do next? What are the best set of activities to do after waking up?
Good morning. I'm glad you followed my suggestion. Here are some ideas. 1. Hydrate. 2. Stretch or exercise.
I must admit that this was my first time ever using a gym. So yeah, thanks Miss ChatGPT. And now there is the option of a healthy breakfast. Now, something about me is that I'm pretty specific about the type of food I eat. Sandwich is what I mostly eat these days, so I just had to ask ChatGPT to give me a recipe for a healthy sandwich, which I of course followed, well, except for the white bread. The AI suggested other things to me, some of which I wouldn't normally do, like
practice mindfulness or meditation.
And then I had to plan my day. Of course, which I started by getting a haircut. But then I had to take this whole thing to another level, at least since I'm on a quest for happiness. Okay, Miss AI, so far so good. The day has been going really well based on your recommendation. As we all know, it's not just about me. I want to make it about someone else. So what's the best way I can make someone else's day?
That's wonderful to hear. Making someone else's day is a thoughtful and kind gesture. Here are a few ways you can brighten someone's day. Perform a random act of kindness.
Let's go.
Okay, but I don't speak English very well.
Oh, you don't speak English? Okay, no worries. Question, do you have a second?
No.
You don't have no worries. Okay, thank you. You have a second? You speak English very well? Which of you speaks English very well? You speak English very well?
Yeah, no, we both we speak.
You speak English. What's your name?
Fernanda.
Fernanda. Where are you from?
Brazil.
Brazil. You're really beautiful. One thing is sure. If I needed to make a huge impression on this beautiful Brazilian girl, Fernanda, that will also make her friends talk about me, I wouldn't be able to do it on my own. Now what Fernanda doesn't know is that I'm going to use ChatGPT to write this. Hey Miss AI, please can you give me a poem for a girl named Fernanda? She's from Brazil. Write me a cheesy romantic poem. Here is my poem for you. In lands of golden sunsets, where passion takes its flight, there bloomed a radiant flower shining with love's light. Fernanda, an enchantress of beauty, her eyes like sparkling sapphires. As I read along the charming lines, I think it would be safe to say the girls were actually blown away by my poetic skills. So let this cheesy verse convey the love I hold for Fernanda, my darling, more precious than gold. With every beat of my heart, your name I'll say, Fernanda, my love. May our love never fade away. Thank you, Fernanda. You know, one more thing, I have one more surprise for you, okay? Fernanda, I got you a box of chocolate.
Remember, the key is to be genuine and considerate. Small gestures of kindness can have a significant impact on someone's day.
Later that evening, the AI suggested to me to do things like
Engage in a calming hobby. Take a leisurely walk.
It's amazing what AI can make you do, and it really isn't a challenge video because I feel like this is a process whereby as much as I'm filming and having fun, it's also having like a positive impact on my life. Falling asleep that night was probably the easiest thing to do, especially as I had the AI read me a lovely lullaby.
Hush now, Joseph, close your eyes. In dreamland, let your spirit rise, as twinkling stars light up the night.
With twinkling stars on my mind all nights, soon I was awakened by the summer sun of a vibrant Dublin city. The next morning, I easily brushed through all of my morning routines. But then, I thought to take this whole thing a little notch up. I want to do something different, something high energy that's gonna make me go like, wow, that's gonna boost my adrenaline, dopamine. Can you suggest something to me? The AI suggested several options in the category of
Thrilling adventure sport.
I guess we have to do that now. Well, the only place in the whole of Ireland that I could find something like this uses pounds and rhymes with sell and last. Belfast, I don't think it's a good idea to film in the middle of a road. The thrilling adventurous sport I chose was indoor skydiving from 36,000 feet. After suiting up, my instructor put me through some warm-up.
All good? Good to go? Perfect.
And then we proceeded to the skydiving chamber. Turns out, when you're in the skydiving chamber, it's not quite as easy to glide through the wind. Your heart and head is in panic mode. How do I describe this moment right here? I'm on a quest for happiness, right? All sorts of pure bliss and emotions surged through my body as I glided through the gushing wind.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
At R41, I was on the train back to Dublin, R44 when I arrived, and R45 when I got home. However, this time I decided to do something different. Watch my previous videos. You know, one of the things I've been struggling with is finding the answer to this question called happiness. Even while I didn't know the answer to that completely, I felt like I did something that filled me up. Watching these videos and seeing various emotions surge through me, getting to see some of the people who I filmed who are unfortunately not alive anymore, just gives some deeper sense of meaning into what I do. For 1 year, I was unable to do this. I felt like that part of me died in some way. This morning, I packed my bag full of emotions, took to the road and about to leave.
Attaining happiness can be challenging because it often involves navigating life's ups and downs, overcoming obstacles, and finding balance in various aspects of life.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Hey ChatGPT, so I live in Dublin. I would like you to recommend me a place, maybe a city or a town in Ireland where I can go to connect with people, where the people are really amazing, charming and very open. What do you think?
If you're looking for a place in Ireland where you can connect with amazing, charming, and open people, Galway would be an excellent choice.
Guess you heard it. Galway it is then.
Happiness can be defined as a positive emotional state characterized by feelings of contentment, joy, and satisfaction with one's life.
That is my ticket to Galway. What would it be like approaching strangers in an Irish city? At least, that was my thought as I went to bed. And at hour 56, I was already on my way to find out. And soon, I arrived in Galway. Here I come. I guess now I just need to find someone. Have you heard of ChatGPT? Yeah. And ChatGPT asked me to come to Galway so I can meet the most amazing people. And I'm looking for a nice people that I can just spend the day with. Maybe we can go grab a coffee or something. I don't know if you've got some time where we could spend together for the next 2 to 3 hours.
I'm on my coffee break at the moment, so I finish at 5.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I have a work thing.
I can't, I'm under time pressure.
Wow, I have like 10 or 15 minutes.
I have the dentist in 5 minutes.
You can.
You can? Okay.
I'm going to be filmed all the time.
Well, this moment right here felt like victory. Because this was the moment I found the right people who also believe in connecting with random strangers.
Serendipity? I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
So I found that quite fascinating because we had a kind of rough patch in the beginning of the year and also some kind of funny years behind us. Yeah, I don't know, I felt quite lost in the beginning of the year. But then I decided I'm going to visit a friend of mine in Berlin just to kind of wind off a bit and just kind of tried to be not all negative but kind of stay open, and that way I met a lot of amazing people.
What keeps you going in life and things like that?
I guess friendships, right? People. I mean, what is there if you don't have like good friends, right?
After spending most of the day with my new friends Simone and Neil, I thought to head out to talk to some locals to understand what makes Galway truly special.
I just think everyone's kind of down to earth and like, you know, humble, gets along. Small area, everyone knows everyone, you know.
Just a very friendly, I would say very safe, good environment for growing up, for raising a family.
It feels like home, and the minute that you land in the city, no matter where you've been, you just exhale and feel like you're being taken care of. That's how I feel about it.
Galway is known for its vibrant art scene, lively festivals, and friendly locals. The city has a welcoming atmosphere and a strong sense of community, making it a great destination to meet new people and immerse yourself in Irish culture.
Just maybe, AI isn't bad after all. Well, as long as we use it as a tool and not get transformed into it.